Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jamie and I'm so excited to uh, be here with you. Today is December 31st, 2020. So everyone's like getting ready for their New Year's resolutions. We're ready to kiss 2020 goodbye and welcome in 2021. And so this channel is getting started because I am was actually inspired by a little mini series that I did on Facebook, and I'll share those videos with you starting Sunday, so January 3rd. It's called Shower Time with Jamie. It's a life changing experience, and for the past couple of years, like 5 years, I've really been into finding how to do clean living and health, right? And on this health journey. Um, I am learning that health just isn't a number on a scale like our weight. Uh, there's more to being healthy than just how many miles I can run, right? And so every month I'm going to pick a general topic and kind of go from there and just share the knowledge. I love connecting people with things that I've learned. And I love if you have knowledge and you want to share with me, I absolutely love that. Like, please, I love to learn. So share away, right? And so my health journey got started really in about like 2013. I was missed. It wasn't a misdiagnosis. Like they didn't diagnose me with something else. They just totally the healthcare system didn't diagnose me at all. They said I was fine, and I wasn't fine. I was had diabetes, right, and have diabetes, and so it's genetic. It's runs in my family, and it's something that apparently happens like when we turn 26. For whatever reason, it happened to my dad, happened to me, happened to my sister. And our pancreas just kind of doesn't work. And so it needs some help. And so I didn't have any insurance at the time. And the healthcare system just sucked, failed me. And this is why I don't like what I've learned about not measuring, why I don't measure like how much I weigh as a sign of health, because I was at my skinniest when I was dying of diabetes, right? So, um, weight is not where you want to like put all your value in. That does not make an equivalent. It's so funny because people are like, "Oh my God, you look amazing," and I'm like dying of diabetes because I couldn't get the help that I needed, and I didn't have the health insurance. And anyway, not to go down that wormhole. So that really like started me on my health journey. And I remember once I finally got in to the healthcare system to be able to be treated and stuff, I met with a diabetes educator, and they recommended foods from like McDonald's and different, fast food places and stuff that I could eat. And I just, didn't think that this was really the healthiest because not all foods are created equal, right? And so it just started me on my journey of questioning and trying to find the answers myself. And through that process, I just constantly share what I learn with people, which is how the series for Shower Time with Jamie came about, and now what we're going to be doing here. So for the next 12 months, I'm just going to be, sorry, I have to adjust myself on the chair. So for the next 12 months, I am going to share with you my health journey. I'm going to share my A1C, like my triglycerides, just different things that lab work and stuff that are health indicators. I'm going to track my sugar every day in a log for you guys. And we'll see how different things I do work or maybe don't work. We're all unique individuals, right? So what works for me may not work for everyone else. So this is just my unique health journey. I'm also going to share with you. I work with my healthcare provider, my doctor, and I also work with my naturopathic doctor, who she's incredible. She's not weird. We all believe in science. So, not any of the preconceived notions that I had about naturopathic medicine, right? And yeah, so I'm going to just be talking about all those kind of things. And so that's my intention for 2021 is to just tackle my health goal, but one baby step at a time. And so for the month of January, I am going with the theme as far as the whole year, sorry, of out with the old and in with the new. So what I'm getting rid of is sodas. I love a good Coke Zero. And so for the next 31 days, no sodas, no Coke Zeros, nothing like in that family, right? And what I'm going to be bringing in new is green smoothies. And I love a good green smoothie, but I'm not very consistent with it. And so what I'm going to do is every day have a green smoothie for the next 31 days, right, in January. And at some point of the day, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, it doesn't matter. But that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show up in that way. And then each month, we'll kind of I'll cover different things because, like I said, health is so much more than just how many miles you can run, how many times you exercise a day. It's more than your body weight. It's Are you happy? Are you happy in your career? How are your relationships? Do you have toxic relationships? Are you creative? Are you have joy? What's your spirituality like? Do you have a spiritual life? All of those things, your finances, stuff like that. All of those things just really complete our health, right? And so those are things we should also be talking about when we talk about health. And a lot of times they're just not. So I'm going to be talking about those things, different topics. Yeah, and so I'm just going to show up here. So this is my invitation to y'all is if you're like, look, before I started this health journey a couple years ago, I hate vegetables. Like, I'm better now, but when I was a kid, I would eat like rice, butter, and cheese or noodles, butter, and cheese. I did not like veggies at all. Like I said, I'm much better now because obviously I'm drinking green smoothies, right? Um, so if you don't eat vegetables every day, that is my invitation to you. And it's not a challenge because it's an invite, right? To participate in this health journey. And so my invite to you is if you're not ready for a green smoothie, right? Then just try to put one type of vegetable a day, okay? Whether you have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So, you can put some green veggies in like eggs, make a little omelet, stuff like that. So, if you are like, hey, I already drink green smoothies every day, but I still want to be on this invitation and join in on this health journey, then, my invite to you is to really look at what type of veggies are you using. Are they in season? Because here's a little tidbit. When you eat seasonally, it's better for the environment. It's healthier for you because those nutrients are there. The produce that's in season is more like nutrient packed. It's better for your pocketbook because fruits and veggies that are out of season cost a lot more, right? And yeah, so take a look at and see where your veggies are coming from. If you and this goes for everyone. So, but look, if you are just starting to eat veggies, I'm not trying to overwhelm you. So just do the baby step of trying to eat some type of veggies, right? But if, like I said, if you're past that and you like your green smoothies, then look and see where your veggies are coming from, right? Are they coming from farms that don't use pesticides, right? So, because here's the other little education part about health that I like to talk about when it comes to food, stuff we consume and stuff we put on our body, what have you. So, a lot of stuff is toxic. The air we breathe, stuff we eat, right? And your body can only do so much with, it's called the toxic burden, right? And basically, when you have all these toxins in your body, your gets in the way of your body's natural healing process. Okay, so that's why if you're eating all the right things but still having some issues, I really encourage you to look at what you're eating as far as the toxins. So make sure there's great websites, and I'll share them, that can let you know if what you're eating is seasonal. There's a website for it's called Community. It's a CSA. It's Community Shared Agriculture, I think is what it's called. So it's what my family uses. It's where we get majority of our veggies from, and fruits, right? And so yeah, so that's just what I'm going to encourage you. That's your invitation. Like I said, please reach out to me. I love learning about different things. I'm happy that you're accepting my invites and you're watching. And so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I also am just some other stuff about me. Sorry, I am in school for a health coaching certification. And so a lot of the things that I'm learning, I'm going to be sharing as well. But a lot of what I'm learning is stuff that I've already learned. And so, yeah, so we're going to cover all that. We're going to cover about how we're being marketed to, right? So everyone, like, and right now is a good time to talk about it, right? Because this is my own personal stuff that I've dealt with. So if this rings true for you, then just know that you're not alone. So every year it's like, oh, New Year's is coming. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to be this. And it's like, but then, I kind of give up in the middle, and I never really thought about why. And it's like, or I just lose steam, some of it is because I'm just overwhelmed. Another part of it is like, I'm a kid who grew up in the 90s. So like, all I've had is a lot of processed foods. Even stuff that you think may be whole foods, it has processed foods, it's being processed in a plant. And so I also came from a time where stuff was being marketed to us as children, like we market to children, so at a very young age. And so the industry, right? Whether it's the food industry, diet industry, stuff like that, they're all like, well, if you would have had willpower. What they leave out is that they put these chemicals in these foods and stuff that make them addictive. And it's not like you can't eat, And so, of course, you crave all these things. Like, and look, I tried to do a hardcore January one. I'm gonna like do all these eliminations and everything like that. And I failed miserably. I had the worst freaking headache from just the hidden sugars that were in the food that I was eating, just preservatives, everything. Like, literally, I will share a video of me in the morning being like, hey, my green smoothie. Like, when I first started this, to, like, by lunchtime, I was in line for Popeyes fried chicken and a diet Coke, or Coke Zero. I don't know, whatever it was. I needed a soft drink and some Popeyes fried chicken and my headache and me feeling all like, ugh, my withdrawal that I'm having, right? Was the beast was satiated. If that's the right word. Sometimes I'm not good with the big words that I use or semi big words that I use, so just bear with me. Um, yeah, so like I am right there with you. Like I'm not saying everything that I'll do may be perfect, but I'm just gonna show up. That is my promise, and I'm gonna share my journey because it is doable. I've done it, and so it is definitely a doable journey. It's just giving ourselves grace and understanding, like, you not having willpower, give yourself some grace. Like, we've been eating these foods, like I said, since I was a kid, right? And my naturopathic doctor, Jennifer Williams is her name. She's phenomenal. The way she explains it is we have years of this toxic burden, and it's pretty much like dirty laundry that piles up, right? And so you have to attack this dirty laundry, um, one little pile at a time, baby steps, okay? And so basically, I'm just like ridding my body of years of just processed food that, even though I thought was healthy, like different types of bars, like health bars, different stuff like that, that I thought I was doing a good job, it still had chemicals and preservatives and things that make you want it, crave it. It affects your blood sugar, right? Which then you go through these roller coaster rides of spikes and then you want something sweet. We've all been there, like the crash, the sugar crash. And so that's why, I'm just going to share all this stuff with you. And so give yourself some grace. Like, you are a part of marketing, as far as like, oh, hey, eat these foods, like, different brands, they know what they're doing. They have scientists who specialize in like food, uh, making foods addictive, right? So we all know that. This isn't anything new. And so yeah, give yourself some grace. Um and don't beat up on yourself. That's why I am not just documenting this for 31 days for the month of January. I'm documenting it for an entire year. Because a health journey doesn't happen overnight. You know, didn't get there overnight. It's not going to go away. So, I think that is kind of everything to start off to share with you about. I'm happy to be here. I, I don't know who's gonna watch, but I hope it helps someone, even if that someone is just me. Um, I'm excited to open up this this part of my life, because I think sometimes we hide things, uh, because we think like, oh, I have to weigh X amount of, or lose so many pounds, or weigh so an X amount of weight, to before then I'll get healthy. And it's like, it doesn't have to be that way. It could just be little baby steps, and it's okay. Sometimes things take a couple of times before you can get started. So this is just going to be here, for whenever you need it. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I can't, wait to see what's going to happen. I'm excited to talk to you about different things, like talking about like how your blood sugar affects stuff, which I kind of already touched on, but going into more detail. I'm excited to share, smoothie recipes. I'm excited to share, um, the CSA information, you know. So, anyway, I'm sorry for rambling on and on and on. I hope everyone has a great evening, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen a year from now. I'm really excited, but it's one baby step at a time, one tiny step. So, that's what I'm going to start with. Baby steps. All right, this is me signing off. Thank you for joining me.